A big decision that a lot of short-term rental owners have to make is whether or not to be pet friendly. I personally am a huge rescue dog advocate. I bring home a rescue animal every time I pass by one. And I really, really wanted to be pet friendly when we first started our family Airbnb business, but I changed my mind very quickly. And I want to go over that with you guys. Today, we're going to talk about just a few pros and cons about being pet friendly or not being pet friendly, because every Airbnb host and owner has to ask themselves this question and make this decision. So today we're just going to do a bit of a deep dive into some pros and cons of that decision. Pro number one, you'll get more bookings. Everybody wants more bookings in their short-term rental, right? And not all short-term rentals allow pets. So by allowing pets, you are creating, or you're part of a scarce commodity. There's not a lot of rentals or not as many rentals that accept pets. So by accepting pets, you are automatically putting yourself a little bit at an advantage to other short-term rental hosts in terms of getting more bookings. Con number one, potential damage. Every guest who has a pet will insist that their pets are very well behaved and they will not make any mistakes and they will not damage your property. I'm here to tell you, I have a 13-year-old Dachshund Chihuahua mix who is the best dog ever, but she is 13 and she is losing her bladder control. And while I know that she's a really good dog, I can't 100% guarantee that she might not have an accident. Any pet owner is going to be that way. Every pet is going to make a mistake at some point, because as much as we love them, they are pets, they are animals, and they do have a mind of their own. So if they decide they want to pee on something, or they decide they want to scratch something or chew something up, they are going to do it. So that is a con. It is a risk that you have to take into consideration when becoming a pet-friendly short-term rental owner, is that you may have some damage to repair at some point that other non-pet friendly owners aren't going to have to worry about. Pro number two, there is income in the pet fees. So you're going to make more money, not only by being booked more because you're offering a pet-friendly accommodation, you're also going to make more money through pet fees. And you can play around with the pricing about what people are willing to pay to bring their pets with them. I know I'm willing to pay quite a bit extra to have the convenience of being able to bring my pet, not have to board them, and just have them with us because they are a part of the family. So I'm willing to pay an extra pet fee, as are many pet owners. So there's definitely income there. The amount of times that you make the income from a pet fee and you don't have to do extra cleaning or repairs is going to far outweigh the number of times that you make income on a pet fee and then have to use that pet fee to fix something that the pet broke or clean up after them. So pet fees are a really good way to make some extra income on a property. On number two, pets can be rough on your cleaner. This, unfortunately, is the reason that I quit being pet friendly after I had initially had a pet friendly rental. I really wanted to be pet friendly, but it only took maybe 3 times of a guest bringing a big, sheddy, white-haired dog and my cleaner having to spend hours and hours unweaving the fur out of every single fiber in the house. Even though we did get a pet fee specifically to pay extra to the cleaner for that, I just could not have my cleaner being unhappy and feeling angst about the possibility of having to come into work and spend that much time digging dog hairs out of everything. So I chose my cleaner's happiness over being able to accept pets. I need my cleaner to be happy with me. I need my cleaner to want to come to work. So I didn't want to put her in a position of having to think about that. So your cleaner's happiness, if they're doing a good job, is more important than the occasional pet booking. So for that reason, it's a con. Pro number 3, not having to police whether your guests are sneaking in pets to a non-pet friendly rental. A lot of people spend too much time watching their cameras in short-term rental investing, and this is one of the main reasons. When they have a not pet friendly short-term rental and they're watching the camera to see if a guest is sneaking in an animal, it's a little bit of a load off to not have to think about, is the guest sneaking something in, because the guest is allowed to bring that in and you are being appropriately compensated for that. So there are always going to be the guests who try to sneak around the pet fee, but that's an easy fix. You're not having to police a non-pet friendly property. So That's a pro for me. And the last con of the day is the potential for a lingering pet smell. Sometimes, no matter how well your cleaner cleans, there's just still going to be a lingering smell of dogs for a few days. I, as a traveler with pet owners, am okay with that. I am trading that for knowing that I'm able to bring my pet with me and that we can vacation together as a family, including the pets. However, it's a big problem when it comes to a guest who has a pet being followed very closely by a guest with no pet. The guest with no pet is going to have a big problem with a property that smells like pets. This is especially a problem with fast markets where you're having same day turns. Sometimes it is just not possible for the cleaner to completely eradicate that smell. That's a big con for me, is the guests that are coming in that don't have pets, that might smell a previous pet, that are going to leave you a bad review, which is going to affect your income on the property. What do you guys think? Are the potential cons worth the potential income of having a pet-friendly property? Let us know in the comments and order short-term rental, long-term wealth on www.biggerpockets.com/store.